Do you remember God's most special creation? God's most special creation was Adam and Eve, the very first man and woman. God put Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, a beautiful place God created just for them. Everything was wonderful in the garden. The trees, the flowers, the birds, the animals, everything. Adam and Eve liked taking care of the garden. They liked being with the animals, too. In fact, God gave Adam the job of naming all the animals. Can you imagine how he and Eve must have laughed at all the funny animals with funny names like hippopotamus or baboon? The very best part about being in the garden was getting to talk to God. Every evening, God talked with Adam and Eve as he walked with them in the garden. But one day, something terrible happened. A serpent came to talk to Eve. The serpent was really Satan, but Eve didn't know that. The serpent told Eve, "Go ahead and eat a piece of fruit from this tree." Eve looked at the tree. This was not like any other tree. This was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God said Adam and Eve could eat from all the other trees in the garden, but if they ate from this tree, they would die. "You won't die," the serpent lied. "God doesn't want you to eat this fruit, because then you would be wise, like He is." Eve looked at the fruit. It sure looked delicious. And to think it would make her wise, like God? So Eve listened to Satan and took a bite. Then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. Right away, they knew they had done something wrong. Before this time, Adam and Eve had never sinned. Sin is disobeying God by the bad things we think, say, and do. Adam and Eve tried to hide from God. God called to Adam, "Where are you?" "I am afraid, so I am hiding," Adam answered. God asked if Adam had eaten from the tree he said not to eat from. Of course, God knew that's what they had done. "Eve gave me some," Adam answered. "The serpent lied to me," Eve told God. What a terrible thing Adam and Eve did. Now they would need to find a place to live outside the garden. Now thorns and weeds would make it hard to grow food. Now bees would sting and bugs would bite. Now they would sometimes fight, cry, and get sick. Now they would grow old and die someday. All these bad things happened because of sin. Because Adam and Eve sinned, everyone else is born a sinner. All of us disobey God, but God still loved Adam and Eve. He said He would someday send a Savior so that anyone could be rescued or saved from sin. Sparkies, here's what you need to remember. Adam and Eve disobeyed God. This was the first sin. God said He would send a Savior to rescue people from sin.
Romans 3:23, "For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God."